I'm so fucking nervous for this episode.
I'm so glad I took my anxiety meds today, but I also drink coffee, so counteracting right now. So, sooner we...
Rock, paper, scissors?
Yeah.
All right, eyes closed. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
If I get an 8-episode streak...
This is kind of crazy, actually. Okay, ready?
I'm buying a lottery ticket if I win this. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
8-episode streak! Let's go!
The problem is that I like hosting. I just hate losing. Hi, everyone. Me again. Welcome back to Rated MA. I'm Allie. This is Meg. And today we are watching Andor Season 2, Episode 8. Who are you? We're going to be honest with you, Chief. Sirill is like 99% sure. We're pretty sure he's going to die this episode. I don't have a good feeling about Will. I don't have a good feeling about Bix. Bix isn't even on Gormon as far as we know, but I still have a bad feeling about her. I'm a little nervous we're gonna lose a few folks tonight, so I think this episode's gonna be a little rough. If you are new to our channel, Meg and I do take notes while we record, so if you see us looking down, that's probably what we're doing. Just scribbling some stuff down so we can have a good conversation here at the end of our episode. But Meg and I are pretty damn anxious to get into this one. We both have boxes of tissues nearby, ready and waiting to go. Yeah, Meg, are you ready to get into this?
I'm so ready. Hit play right now.
I am so stressed out right now.
Goodbye, Sirill. Goodbye, Will. Goodbye, Bix.
Goodbye.
Oh, that was a beautiful transition.
My man out here with a sniper rifle? Damn.
Yeah, seriously.
That's not a request, that's an order!
Okay, they're pulling down the barriers.
Come on, soldier, look lively! Keep it moving, keep it moving.
What is all this? Did you know about this?
Bro had a one-night stand. Okay. You know what? Good for him, because he's about to die. Might as well get laid one last time.
What's going on here? You hear that? I'm looking at it. They're not opening anything. They're putting a shell around the building. What do you mean?
Oh my god, are they gonna bomb the city?
They're building a fortress.
Oh, they're building a fort, but Cassian's on the fucking inside of it?
There's reports coming in from the countryside. They're saying we've landed mining rigs.
You seem animated.
He's given orders to barricade the building.
I saw that. Seems a wise idea.
Is that a story Director Krennic wants to be
We're
telling?
done with local rumors. The only story that matters is Gormon aggression. We need what's in the ground. The Empire has been patient long enough. Our struggles with Gormon are well documented at this point.
Oh no.
Son.
The continued and inexplicable Gormon resistance to Imperial norms. Many people, even some Gormons, have already been asking how long the Empire's patience can be tested.
The casualties from yesterday's bombing at the naval depot are still yet to be finalized.
She knows Sirill's on Gormon.
Yeah.
There were mass curfew violations last night and rumors of a general strike this morning.
Sorry, sir. Comms are down. We're making rounds. Imperial employees are to report immediately to the IOC building.
Comms are down. That's not good.
This is a bad idea, guys.
They don't know. They have no idea what's coming. Jesus. This is gonna be a riot. It's gonna be a literal riot. He knows it's a trap.
They're gonna trap them all in there. Yep.
Tim moet nog gezegd. Simon Fitness reis naar boven.
This poor guy's just trying to keep people alive. He's gonna get killed just trying to stop it. Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad.
My heart feels so heavy right now.
I mean, you can't help but feel horrible for these people when all they're trying to do is protect their homeland. But we already know that this is called the Gormon massacre. We know what's coming, unfortunately. Sirill's in there with the rebels.
You dare walk our streets. You dare walk among us. How could we be so foolish?
I was here to trap outside agitators.
Look at you. Even now, there's mining equipment being dropped all over the planet. Rigs and droids.
It's a rumor.
What kind of a being are you? What is it you've been sent to steal from us?
Are you? I wonder if he tries to get to Dedra to ask her what's going on and gets mistaken for an insurgent and gets killed.
Oh, that would suck. Because they want to cut off anything Dedra might be attached to. No distractions.
I think if he gets killed by the police, it's because they genuinely don't know and don't care to find out if he's ISB or not.
I'm not sure I'll be back. Not to worry, you were never here.
Love him.
I hope things work out for you. Rebellions are built on hope.
Oh. That quote that the concierge just said, rebellions are built on hope, that is from Rogue One. If I remember correctly, I think Jyn Erso's the one that says that.
I think you're right.
When she's pleading with Draven and them to send a team to Scarif and they won't, and then she comes outside and finds Cassian and Cassian is waiting for her. Oh my god, is he gonna fucking walk right past him?
I think so.
Cassian, get out of there.
A peaceful demonstration. Local insurgency is watching. We are war.
It's gonna be them like almost crossing paths every single time.
They're gonna run into each other.
They have to.
You hear me?
Will. You hear me?
Where are you? Repeat. Where are you?
Will's probably gonna get stuck with them.
Who does he see? Oh, Dedra. Cassian, you're not being very conspicuous right now.
Nope.
That's a tie.
Oh.
Desperately negotiate a peaceful demonstration. Local insurgents spread rumors through the night.
He's seeing it finally. K-droids! I fucking knew it. Didn't I say last episode they were gonna deploy K-droids to fucking Gormon? Uh-oh.
You're right. This is not good.
Cassian fucking gets K2 at the Gormon massacre? Crazy. Crazy, Tony Gilroy. That's gotta be K2.
I was gonna say, is that K2 right there?
Damn, why K2 mean mugging him like that? I mean, the galaxy is watching. They're not wrong.
No.
Unfortunately, no one's gonna help them until it's too fucking late. Well, I saw an image of Cassian looking really fucked up with like a split lip and like blood on his face. I wonder if he gets caught in an attack out here.
The Empire's probably gonna do something that it, like causes them to start a fight.
Close all the exits. Yes, sir.
They just said close all the exits.
Oh, great. Cool shot, but fucked up situation.
Cassian and Will are both in there. We know Cassian makes it out.
Will definitely does not. Isn't Luthen here?
No, I don't think so. Luthen should still be on Coruscant, as far as we know.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that. Yeah, Will's not gonna make it out.
They're green, sir. They're useless.
I see Imperial uniforms, Sergeant. You will march them out there immediately and secure the area, or you can all finish your days in an Imperial brig.
He's going to send those young soldiers out there to get attacked by the rioters to give them a reason to start firing on the fucking crowd. It's exactly what they're doing.
That's what I thought, that they were gonna do something to invoke a fight.
They're instigating a fight. They're provoking the fight, yeah.
Just so they can't be fully blamed for the situation. Being like, well, we had no other choice. We were protecting ourselves.
I mean, that was Dedra's plan the whole time, was to put insurgents on the ground to give them a reason to have a military presence there. No.
Don't do it. I love that moment, but also, oh.
Yeah. That hurts.
So moving.
I've got goosebumps.
Wait!
It reminds me of Aldani.
Yeah.
What have you done? What are we doing here?
Following orders.
How long have you known about all this?
How long?
We can discuss this later.
It's too late already.
Please, you're hurting me.
And you are going to tell me what the mining ships are doing here. They're already unloading in Gelnobi and Liqua. You couldn't even wait.
Oh my god.
You tell me it's a rumor, and I will throw you out that window.
Okay, didn't see this coming, but sure, understandable.
There's a stone. Something in the dirt here. They need it. Something they can't do without. They need the planet.
Now he sees the true evil.
We're going home, Sirill. We're going home as heroes. They've been planning it for years. They're doing this, no matter what.
Good luck, Dedra.
There's a shot of her in the trailer where she's like clutching at her throat. And I wonder if after he dies, it's like psychosomatic.
Ah.
Move out!
I love a good choir.
Sir.
That's from the trailer.
Sir.
He did. He turned the tide.
Find Sirill. Bring him back. Do not let him leave the building.
Party pass is on the line.
He's got to be looking for Enza
Watch his-
and Rylands and all them.
Yep, there they are. Watch him bump into Cassian.
Well, Cassian's over by a pillar right now. That was the last time we saw him.
Tell me where you are. West side. The columns by the calf house. Find me. I can't hear you.
I'm so glad they know what east from west is, because fuck if I know.
It's all they needed was a reason. A reason, and young, impressionable soldiers who think it's their duty to fight for the Empire, who are willing to use violence. It's a perfect storm.
Supervisor Miro.
Proceed.
Put him on.
5 online, standing by.
They got fucking snipers.
Well, it's makes sense. It's gonna be as like if one of them shoots one of their people.
Fire at will. Repeat. Fire at will.
Fire at will. He just got elbowed in the face, but he took it like a champ. And he's not in his uniform. He's in regular attire.
There it is. I knew that's what they were gonna do because it's gonna invoke. Yep.
Point blank in the chest? Really? I really don't want the concierge to die. That's gonna send me over the edge. Please, I just need one person I care about to survive, and it's the fucking concierge at this point. Willman, why would you go to the fucking center? That was cool. Genuinely, how the fuck is Cassian getting out of here?
Oh. How could they just watch? They're so fucked up.
Follow him!
This poor guy. Please, if he dies, it's really gonna send me over the edge, guys. I'm not even kidding. I'm getting upset.
He's out there.
Supervisor, it's not safe.
Come on, Cassian. Clear shot. I know she's not gonna die, but clear shot, dude.
Fucking Cassian.
K2SO. That's gotta be him.
I forgot about the fucking K2 droids. I literally just talked about them and I already fucking forgot about them.
I wonder how Cassian's gonna even. Oh!
Oh, this is brutal. Girl, get up.
Come on. It's gonna be a pretty brutal death for her.
Ow.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, Sirill, look at what you did, you fucking fascist piece of shit. No.
What?
Did he just blow himself up?
I think he did. I'm so sorry for your loss, Allie.
I'm actually headcanoning that guy survived, and you can't take that away from me.
The dust saved him.
Is he looking at Cassian?
Yes, he is. Oh, that's why he gets bloody.
It is Sirill. Okay.
Fiction was right.
Sirill's not a fighter, though. Not really. But he's bigger than Cassian is.
Well, Cassian's also injured.
Ow! Ooh.
Do you think Cassian recognizes him?
No, I don't think Cassian has any idea who this is at first. He didn't see his face when he tackled him.
That's true.
Ooh! Hit him, baby.
Good one. Nice. Uh-oh. No way that's how Sirill goes out. No way.
It very well could be. That's from the trailer, but I forgot all about that shot. Okay, this is how I saw Cassian. This shot is what I saw of him. Nope, he's still up.
He's still going. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Who are you?
Told you. Told you. Oh, he got shot. Okay, fair enough. Fair play. Fair play. Bye, Sirill. Oh, Will. He has no idea who that is. And he never learned.
Nope, probably never will.
The who are you was to Sirill. I thought that's what I figured it would be.
Good job. You and me, guessing right.
Where's Trina? She ran, she was with us. We never had the chance.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm not leaving without Trina.
No.
I've got to find her.
Gormon, stop. We have to leave. We need a ride to the ship. Look at me.
Oh, here come the K-droids. Oh, and they run? Great. Wow. I forgot how horrifying the K2 droids were.
There's something else. Wonder if that's K2SO.
It's gotta be.
There's no way.
No.
It's not. I feel like it has to be.
Why are you still shooting it? It's not having any fucking effect. If that motherfucker gets back up... Oh, it's in half. Okay.
He could still take it, though, and rebuild it.
I think he does.
Yeah.
I think this is exactly how he gets
You
K2.
dead? I have to get to the HQ. That's where I'm going.
No, we're leaving.
I told you I can't.
Well, please.
I can't leave her behind. Tell people what happened here, Cass.
I'll be fine. No, you won't. Oh.
Stolen sky.
Wait!
One last favor.
He's gonna take a K2 droid. Yep. Yay! K2SO gets to join the fight! Yes!
So now we know he got K2SO because it was impaled in half.
We got K2 at Gormon. That's fucking bonkers.
This is Farmer 1. The voice of Gormon. This is Farmer 1, making an emergency broadcast on all open channels. We are under siege. We're being slaughtered. The Imperial murder of Gormon has begun. Hundreds of murdered Gormon lay dead in Farmer Plaza. This is Gormon reaching for any open channel that can hear me. If you believe in truth, if you have any faith left in truth, please mark this message and pass it forward. The conspiracy we feared is real. It's here today. Imperial ships are already landing across the
It's awful.
Is there no one who can help us?
We gotta let people know what happened. Help me.
Oh.
Panic attack.
Oh, yeah. Girl, you did this. This is your consequence.
Even as Imperial security forces are still assessing casualties, even as our fallen heroes are beginning their final journeys home, in the days to come, as the Imperial martyrs of Gormon are mourned, we're sure to learn a great deal more about what happened here today and the price we'll pay for our own safety.
Wow, that was a long fade to black.
It makes sense why, though. It just kind of makes you sit with yourself for a second. Just really sets that in.
No.
I'm not okay.
Wow, I'm very upset right now. I'm like, I have genuine tears in my eyes. And I did not cry, but shit is bad. Ugh. That was rough. Yeah. I think that is one of the most upsetting things that I've ever seen in Star Wars.
I concur. It's oh,
That was a tough watch.
yeah. I am that was yeah. I was proud of Sirill for turning his back and then being able to also see everything that they've done and how horrible and messed up everything is. But then also that kind of got taken back when he attacked Cassian.
Well, I actually made a note about that. I don't think it was.
I think his emotions.
I think it was. I think it was anger at everything.
Yeah.
And he needed someone to take it out on. And he saw Cassian and was like, "I'm only here because of him. All of this is because of him, even if it's not rational, even if that's not really what happened." I think that Sirill, in a moment of complete and total disassociation, in learning that the woman that he loved or cared for at least 2 years that we know of was a monster, that he is the bad guy the whole time. He turns around and sees the man that he's been hunting, who's here conspicuously in the Grand Plaza, and he knows, like, it's this fucking guy's fault.
Yeah.
Even though it's not. It's his fault. It's Sirill's fault and Dedra's fault and the Empire's fault. It's her fault. But in that moment, he needs someone to blame, and Cassian is right there.
It definitely can happen whenever people are such in a state of distress or anything. They just take it. I mean, think about it. Like, if you get, of course, this is another level, but if someone gets like really upset, they'll take it out on other people sometimes and not even mean it. But of course, like that was like exactly, I think you described it perfectly. So, Allie, you always ask me this, but that was season 2, episode 8. Who are you? What did you think?
I thought it was a fantastic episode. It was deeply upsetting, very grim and emotional. And I think this is another episode that could potentially be very triggering for some people and some demographics. As someone who grew up not terribly far from Washington, D.C., and grew up getting to see a lot of the protests that happened in terms of like police brutality specifically, this is a very familiar sight, very harrowing, something that I don't particularly like to see. It's really hard to watch, especially because you know the bad guys win. I think that's one of the hardest parts about this episode, right? Is that you and I have the foresight of knowing the Empire wins here. The Gormons do not succeed. They are slaughtered and they are baited into it. And you and me and our audience and Star Wars fans all know that there is a trap being laid for years in advance, and they walk right into it because they don't know any better. And there are a few people in that crowd who said, "This is a trap. You have to get people out of here." But the voices of the few are drowned by the sound of the many. And that's really hard.
Yeah.
This particular insurgency, this pocket of slaughter, is very reminiscent of certain historical events that have happened, especially in fairly recent years, last 100 years, I'll say, in American culture, especially with riots happening, peaceful protests that are then interrupted by people who are there to stoke flames and stoke fury. It is unfortunately a common tactic that is used by American governments, in which, if they are aware of a popular protest happening, they will place undercover police officers, undercover militia in the crowd to start a riot, get things rolling, get things going. And then once a full on riot's happening, whatever happens to the protesters happens.
Because they can say it's like defense, being like, well, they struck first.
Yeah. And that's exactly what the Empire does to GHOR. And unfortunately, it has happened in real life. It will happen again, almost assuredly. I think this show is so hard to digest sometimes because of how much it draws on real life.
Yeah.
I would say it's unbelievable to me, but it's not. Tony Gilroy is a fantastic writer. Let's get that out of the way first and foremost. He is a fantastic writer, but it is absurd to me that he was able to write this story 2, 3, 4 years ago, whenever he wrote season 2 and planned out what was going to happen, and it is still relevant today. If you told me he had written this episode a month ago, I'd believe you because of how relevant and prevalent it is in current society. But the truth of the matter is that the Gormon arc was written years ago.
Yeah.
Because that's how production works. Scripts are written, they're taken to studios, they're sold, they're optioned, whatever they do. Directors take them, there's revisions, they buy sets, they get everything set up, then production goes in, then there's rewrites and stuff. It's a long process to make a show. This having been done several years ago and it's still being so abjectly right in today's society is horrendous.
This has been going on for such a long time.
This was a hard episode to watch. It was a great episode. I loved it. I can see why Diego Luna says this is one of his favorites. I thought the fight scene with Sirill was awesome. I really liked it. It felt like a real fight I could see happening between someone who is running on adrenaline and someone who is a trained fighter, a trained soldier, sorry. Sirill dying, getting shot by the rebels, loved that. I knew Sirill was going to die. I knew it when as soon as I saw him on Gormon, I was like, "Oh, I knew that was going to be where he ended up. I had a feeling that he would die in the beats of the massacre." I think it was the end that he deserved. It makes me sad to say that because I think there was a chance for redemption at some point, but I think in the end he's going to die as an Empire subjugate. That's what he'll be known for. When Edie, his mother, memorializes him, it'll be as a soldier who died being killed by Gormon rebels or whatever, and that's all it's going to be, even though the grander story isn't known to anyone but the survivors of GHOR. It was predictable, and it was right. It was the right thing to have happen, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Meg, what did you think about this episode?
Honestly, you pretty much hit every nail on the head. Like you said, it was really rough to watch. And I just want to say, if anyone out there has gone through a situation like this, I'm so sorry. It's really heartbreaking. And it's a lot. I agree with you that Sirill, that was the end he did deserve, as much as we saw kind of a redemption happening with him. I don't think it would have been right for him to have a full redemption.
After everything he did, these are the consequences of his actions.
I mean, just like Dedra, that's the consequence of her actions, doing this and everything, placing Sirill on here, being so horrible and everything. Sirill's death is the consequence.
Sirill's death is on her hands, and I may have missed it at some point within the chaos of the show, but it sounded to me like Dedra sent people to look for him.
She did.
To see if he was out there. I think I might have missed that while I was taking notes, but I remember right before he saw Cassian when she was out on the balcony, I believe she was told we saw him out there, so she knows that Sirill's out in that crowd that they're shooting at. I think we can assume that she has confirmation that he's dead at this point because they would have found his body eventually, but it's what she gets. There's still a whole episode in this arc. I don't even want to watch it right now. I'm so upset.
If Bix goes in the next one, I'm going out that window.
Hey, she survived the massacre, which is more than I thought she was going to do. So I am scared though because, well, I'm actually very excited. Let me not say scared. I am excited because the next episode deals heavily with Mon Mothma and the aftermath of the massacre, which is a plot line I really loved in Star Wars Rebels. So I'm excited to see that. So I guess let's very quickly try to go through some of our notes here, Meg. We had the iconic "It's a trap" line. Admiral Akbar says it in the originals, and it's a trap. We heard "It's a trap" here. I just thought that was fun. We heard another quote from the concierge that Cassian knew, in which he said, "Rebellions are built on hope." In Rogue One, 2 years after this, Cassian will say that to Jyn Erso, and Jyn Erso will say that to Cassian. Or maybe it's just I know Jin says it. I think Cassian might say it back to her later. It's been a while since I've seen Rogue One, but I knew I remembered that quote from somewhere. We saw the K2 droids, which were great.
We found out how.
Cassian officially has K2SO. We found out how. I think it's dope as hell that Cassian gets K2SO during the Gormon massacre. I think that's super funny. I'm excited to see K2. K2 is my favorite droid from all of Star Wars. I love K2, so I'm just excited to have him back. I love him. The scene with Sirill and Dedra was pretty interesting. Him turning on her and choking her. That's the first time I've ever been afraid of Sirill. I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, I literally wrote, there's a huge dynamic shift between Sirill and Dedra. Sirill basically threatens Dedra, literally kind of chokes her out a little bit, and that is, like you said, it's huge.
Fully
shit.
assaults
Yeah,
her.
it's like he snapped. He full on snapped, and that was like, oh, yeah, that was something.
I think it's clever because I don't think anyone really expects that of him. I mean, maybe some people might, but I think the general public looks at Sirill as kind of like a wet, limp noodle. I mean, we saw him, he's being memed all over the internet for laying on the bed in an earlier episode, which is a meme I currently have on my phone because it's funny as hell. But the thing is you see him as this like pathetic little chihuahua that's following around Dedra. And then all of a sudden here he comes in screaming in her face, choking her. And it's like, oh, right. He's crazy too. Like, oh shit, I forgot he's crazy.
He is crazy, and I believe one time you described him as a wet cat.
Yeah, he's hot in like a wet cat kind of way, which like I don't really think that makes sense, but those who get it, get it.
I get it. So yeah, that was very interesting seeing that dynamic show because Dedra was always the really aggressive one between the two, and like it's like the I always saw them kind of as the black cat. I wouldn't say he's like a golden retriever, but you know what I kind of mean, where he's like the more quiet one, but she's like, I would say like orange cat, black cat relationship.
Yeah, except he's the orange cat.
Yeah, he's the orange cat and she's the black cat, or like a Doberman. She's more of like a Doberman to me.
Yeah, I once called him a Chihuahua and her a Doberman.
Yeah,
that was what I said in season 1. I think it's interesting because I think now. Full disclaimer, Meg and I have not rewatched episode 12 yet. We actually still have to record that. We're recording that in a couple days of season 1, which is when Sirill saves Dedra on Ferrix during the Ferrix insurrection during Marva's funeral in that episode. We haven't rewatched that recently, so I haven't seen that in a long time. But if I remember correctly, Dedra was a little upset by the violence and by the rebellion that took place on Ferrix, and I think she was afraid. And I want to say she had like a panic attack there. And I think that was part of the reason that she finally looked at Sirill because he saved her. And I got a glimpse of that again in this episode. Because the thing with her too is like their toxic ass relationship is so interesting to me because he put his hands on her neck and choked her out. And she turned around and said, "We're going home. We're going to come back as heroes. Like, we're still together. This is still fine." Like, ooh, girl, no, run, go. But also, she's a crazy bitch, so I don't know, whatever.
Do you think we're gonna see Edie again?
Maybe in the next episode, but after this arc, no.
I was gonna say, do you think they might have a funeral for Sirill, and then Dedra's there or something like that, and Edie confronts Dedra?
Yeah, I mean, could be.
I just think it'd be really interesting to see, or they might do a whole Tay thing, but they do mention Sirill instead versus Tay never being mentioned again.
Yeah, rip Tay Kolma, you kind of went out bad.
Yeah,
sorry. You were way cooler in season 1. The next episode is called Welcome to the Rebellion, which I believe is directed at Mon Mothma. So, I don't know. I don't think I had anything else. I mean, Will stayed behind. He was still alive the last time we saw him. So, I mean, there is a chance that he survives. I had my money on him getting killed out in the fucking town square. He survived, so that's my bad, Will. I didn't have enough faith in you, clearly. But again, he still has to get off of GHOR with the rebels. But I mean, he knows where the Yavin base is. He could take everyone back to Yavin. So
he very well could. And I mean, he might just stick with them, and that's why we just don't see him. I mean, that could just be it.
I think we'll see him again because fucking Cassian's gonna get back to Yavin, and Bix is gonna be like, "Where's Will?" And he's gonna be like,
"He stayed."
Well, he stayed on GHOR.
This is what happened. I did have one more thing in my notes that I just want to mention.
Yeah.
How moving whenever the GHOR were singing their anthem was.
Yeah, that brought tears to my eyes too. That was incredible.
It was really, yeah, that got me choked up.
That was their We the People Sing from Les Miserables. That was their moment. Yeah.
It was. I just wanted to comment, just to say it was, I appreciated it. It was just that really hit. Like, of course, before it was really upsetting and like, oh, this is not good. But when that started, that really hit hard.
Yeah. Incredible.
Yeah. Very well put together episode. Just rips you to shreds. So,
yeah.
Tony Gilroy, damn it, you did it again.
I'm just hoping the next episode isn't as sad because the next episode's an hour long and I don't know if I can take another hour of pure sadness.
I think you will enjoy the next episode.
If she just fucking jinxed me,
she's gonna cry and she's gonna blame me.
I'm gonna come back to California and kick your ass is what I'm gonna do.
You know what? That means I get to see you again. So be it.
Gay ass. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. As always, I'm Allie. This is Meg. You guys can check us out in our next episode, which is going to be Andor Season 2, Episode 9, Welcome to the Rebellion. We are going to go watch that, film that, and then post that so you guys can see it. Yeah, check us out in the next one. Bye!
Bye.